Okay, 3, 2, 1. We're live. Let's go. Welcome back to the 24-hour show. This is your host, Britty's Bliss.
And Ed Monies.
And we are going to be talking to you today in regards to the gold flywheel.
Ooh, I like the ring of that.
Now let me tell you about this gold flywheel over here. This is actually the bread and butter for Robinhood. That's what we're going to be talking to you. We're basically going to tell you about how each product leads into the next product, creating a reinforcement on these revenues, earnings, performance.
A cycle of synergy, money. We
KPIs.
love to see it higher.
Yeah, so today, let's go ahead and look at where Hood's at. Of course, boom, 56.10. Shout out to Robinhood. We're hanging in there.
Higher now than we were at market close, so I appreciate that.
Yes, and this gold flywheel was mentioned actually on the recent earnings call by Vlad himself, and let's go ahead and look into it, check it out. He doesn't mention too much on it, but we do want to just go over it. So
yeah, I mean, first off, we're investing a lot in the gold program. And I think you guys are seeing the fruits there. When someone becomes a gold subscriber, they grow AUC, assets under custody, much more rapidly, net deposits more rapidly, and they adopt our products at a much higher rate. So the journey is basically someone joins Robinhood, they become a gold member relatively quickly, and then their rate of assets under custody, net deposit growth, and multi-product adoption increases. And so we've really made a ton of progress growing the attach rate, particularly early on in the customer's journey with Robinhood. I think we mentioned in Q4, out of the new net funded accounts to Robinhood, 30%, north of 30% into the quarter as gold subscribers.
that's amazing.
Which I think is just tremendous.
That conversion
as an
is
attach
beautiful.
rate. And I think we can continue to work on that. With the gold card in particular, one of the really interesting things, I think we're actually one of the few that are capable of measuring this
Right.
As an integrated platform.
A lot of
But we
fintech
are
don't have the
seeing
credit
strong
card and
second-order
other
effects
products.
between users of the credit card and the core brokerage business,
Yeah.
which I think validates our thesis that there's a gold flywheel, and if we sort of make each of the individual pieces better, the overall customer value to the Robinhood ecosystem benefits tremendously.
And in terms of the cardholders, so we're a little over 100,000 cardholders at this point. We plan to increase that by several 100,000 this year. In terms of the mix between kind of new customers
Several
or
hundred.
new to gold customers, there's a healthy
5x.
portion of our wait list that are not currently gold members. So we see that as a big opportunity.
Yeah, I definitely also see that as a great opportunity. You have 10.5% of funded accounts are gold members. That doesn't seem high enough, but it's very bullish to know there's so much room to grow and the value's there. So these guys are for sure going to be witnessing while they're using a different product, they're going to see these different products have value and they're going to switch over to them. And like they said they're going to join the Robinhood ecosystem, shortly become a gold member, start their retirement account, apply for the credit card, buy some crypto, and it just leads into everything. And as soon as every product becomes better, it brings in that person to go to the next step way faster than usual. The adoption rate is, I think it said 4 times more for a gold subscriber. So this is intense right here. Vlad, I mean, it's called the gold flywheel. And in March we're gonna get some more gold perks, including advisory. So when you're looking at that, you already know that March is gonna add more to this gold flywheel. People are gonna see these perks and they're gonna want to participate.
Absolutely. We have the gold event happening in San Francisco in March, so hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe we'll get a little invite from somebody. Yeah, that's such a great point. So we have 10% growth in Q4 of gold subscribers. So 30% of those who were onboarded in Q4 ended up as a gold subscriber.
That's unbelievable numbers, though.
That's insane onboarding.
That conversion rate every 10 people that signed up, 3 of them were like, "Yo, let me get this gold subscription," which makes sense because there's so much value over there. You pay that $5, you're getting a couple $100 in value back almost immediately. So
I love that point because Vlad seems to kind of be carrying that sentiment by saying they continue to provide us with value. We in turn provide them with funds, obviously, but it's a win-win. That synergy together of the brokerage actually offering its customers what it wants, and so in turn, the customer taking advantage of all of their multi-product adoption futures, the credit card, everything that they have to offer for that umbrella.
It leads to more revenues, and then so Robin has more money to make more products, to get more users, and it's literally a flywheel.
It's a flywheel on their end and also on the customer's end because they keep innovating, they keep providing more value. We keep seeing that, and we keep reaping the benefits of that. Higher yield, just cash back on things that you would not, matches on your retirement accounts. It's a win-win from every single time you look at
imagine you just signed up for the brokerage to get commission-free trading and fractional trades. It's like, boom, you did that. Now all of a sudden you're paying $5 for a gold subscription to get $210 back in your Roth IRA with a 3% match. Then you're like, oh, let me put some accounts over here. Let me claim this 2% match. And it's just stacks on stacks on stacks. And if you're participating in Robinhood's ecosystem, you're getting rewarded constantly. You know, it's.
You just mentioned something so like just that we don't touch on enough.
Something just unlocked.
Yeah, just I think more people need to realize that you can DCA into positions on Robinhood with the fractional shares. That is so important. That's not even, anybody can engage in that. But I was just speaking to a boomer generation over this weekend and they were just shocked. Oh wait, I don't have to call and buy shares in whole. I can, when the price dips, I can add to that without purchasing a full share. That's absolutely insane. How innovative is that?
It was so different 20 years ago. Like it wasn't even a thing, It's like you look back not even a long time ago, and a lot of the stuff that's normalized or popularized is because of Robinhood.
And a lot of that is because the tech did not support for that. And Robinhood is innovating with their 24-hour markets, settling with stable coins, just so much.
Yeah, let's take a look right here. Just gold adoptions are really high. I mean, this is, like I said, 10.5%. Funded customers. Q4. Yeah, no. This is pretty crazy because once we get, you just look way down the line, 10.5% is not enough. Like right now, I think people are just not even aware that there's this much value coming off of this app. So once people start realizing it, once more analysts start covering it, it might take Robinhood's share price to jump up a little more higher. Yeah, they just still don't have all the attention. But I would like to say they are part of the wealth transfer and they're part of the attention transfer. So as more people realize that money is going to be coming into the younger generation's hands, and we have 60 years of an investment career ahead of us, Robinhood is going to be the place that we put our assets. And then, it's obviously just going to compound for us and them over time. So.
And it really is a public good. It's a public service. It's not just about, making money. They really are behind the mission of democratizing finance for all. We are lucky enough to live in the States where we have access to the reserve currency, which is the US dollar. But for those who are not as fortunate, Robinhood is really the place to be and invest in and put your time and energy towards.
Yeah, this is I mean, I could tell you guys again, $5 for the subscription fee. Off the Roth IRA alone, which has a max of $7,000, if you're doing 3%, you're gonna get $210 back. Boom, that's immediate, right? So if you pay for it yearly, you, instead of paying $60, $5 times 12 months, you would pay $50. So you're gonna save money doing a yearly subscription. And then again, yeah, that's just one product. So you get into the credit cards, you start saving 3% on each purchase. You get into rolling over some of your accounts and consolidating assets, you get another 2%. And these guys probably have more deposit, more perks coming for us in March, at least for the gold subscribers. So make sure you sign up for that $5 gold subscription.
Yes, you want to get in now while it's only $5 because the value that they're providing, I am almost completely sure that the subscription cost will reflect that. So definitely get in now. I'm hoping that maybe he'll grandfather us in for those who are bullish. Let's go over some of these numbers right here.
Yeah, I got it pulled up. So yeah, go ahead and check it out. What is the gold an average funded customer, average gold subscriber have versus the average funded customer?
So we have over 6 times of assets under custody,
Right.
1.5 times net growth deposit rates, and a 4 times in retirement adoption rate. And the retirement adoption rate is so important because if you have an employer that does not match you for your retirement contributions, Robinhood will.
And that's the thing is, when you get a retirement account, that's usually a long-term account. Even if someone says, oh, I'm going to move my stuff over there, get the 2% and try to get out of there, you're probably going to start using this product and realize it's so sticky and you're not going to want to stop using it. So
because there is no better place to go to right now. So there's really not. You will find yourself here.
Especially for a beginner. Like maybe if you're an older investor and you're used to doing option trades and looking at option chains on, some of these uglier user interfaces, I'll be okay with you saying something negative. But a beginner investor, they're going to look at a Robinhood app and be like, oh, I know what to do. Oh, as soon as I'm about to place my trade, it's giving me a quick review of what I'm about to do. I'm releasing collateral, or I'm putting up 100 shares in collateral to make this trade. Like, it's going to explain it to you, which no other brokerage does. It's just like, it's almost like these other brokers are only made for people who know what they're doing. And I love that Robinhood, because in a world where news is coming so fast, even an experienced trader can make a mistake with just a small swipe up, or just looking at the options incorrectly. But I do love that they give you this like last minute option to understand the trade you're about to do before you execute. So that will bring beginning investors into the forefront so fast. Like I still think that it's in front of us still. I don't think we've reached our pinnacle.
Those safety nets are nice, especially like you mentioned, for beginner traders. We've seen some not so great things happen with people not understanding leverage, the options that they're in, the trades that they're making.
We didn't even talk about the 4% you get on uninvested cash when you're
Let's break it down. Let's break down all of the top perks. Let's just run through them really quickly, and then we'll break them down one by one. So we have
Are they still doing 1% deposits or no?
They are. They're doing 1%.
No, I don't think they're doing the 1% deposits anymore. Yeah, that's got to be done.
Oh wow. Okay. They just updated this, so it looks like they are. Lost my page.
Yeah.
Okay. So we now have 4% on the cash sweep program, 2.5 million FDIC insured instead of the standard 250,000, 3% IRA match, and trading. First $1,000 margin free, and we have, like we mentioned, the enhanced data research and the gold card. And also in the fine print, it mentions that the gold card is currently rolling out via waitlist. So what information did we get from that earnings call on the gold card waitlist?
They're going to actually, they said they're going to be increasing adoption rate, or I'm sorry, they're going to be increasing their membership by like multiples. And then I
believe it was 5x, right?
And then we found out via some terms and conditions. No, this was via job post from another retail analyst that showed that it's actually, the goal is 5x internally. So that's awesome.
And right now we're looking at about 100,000 people having the card. So that translates to about 500,000 people with that card in their hands by, was that end of year, or was that by summer they were targeting for that?
Who knows?
This year, we'll say.
Yeah, just know we're in 2025 and that the credit card is such a small instrument right now. in the future, this could be one of the biggest cards in the world. It probably is arguably one of the best perks in the world for credit cards. Not to mention that it comes with, a 14 karat credit card. So yeah, we'll see where that.
Yeah, just the feel of that in your hand, just to know that is bringing abundance to you.
Yeah, I can't wait for my credit card. Still waiting. So hopefully I'm caught up in this 5X when they're issuing out cards. And yeah, this has been a good show though. I think overall we just wanted to explain to you guys what the flywheel effect is in Robinhood and how buying one product gets you into the other. Right after that question that we viewed on the Q4 earnings, there's a retail analyst, Roy, aka Crossroads, who asked a question about international stuff for Robinhood, and I think this still has a play into the gold flywheel because even though we don't have the same things available in the U.S. as we do in the U.K. The U.K. Is very proactive in the crypto ecosystem, and in the US side, I think Vlad and his engineering team are just unbelievable when it comes to delivering products. So as we get into the future, I just think that Robinhood will utilize this difference to always execute on the other side of the pond, meaning that whatever, like 24-hour markets, fractional trading, all this stuff that they develop over here in the US, they can easily deploy over there overseas, and vice versa. Anything allowed over there with crypto, stable coins, anything like that, they'll be able to roll that out almost immediately in the US when it's available. So these things I think collaborate so well, where the flywheel can continue going. Robinhood can continue to innovate overseas, whether or not regulation agrees with it in the US, and vice versa. Like something doesn't work out in the UK, we can kind of fix it over here in the US and have the product available right when regulation's ready. So I think this right here, this situation adds more fuel to the golden flywheel.
And blockchain and crypto tech make that so easy to implement. Worldwide, it's right there at the tip of your fingers.
And it makes it cheaper. So over time, some of this stuff is going to, as technology gets better, the cost will get
their
less
operating
expensive,
expenses,
and we will remain flat on the operating expenses. We will continue having fixed expenses, which is just great for the user experience, for investors, and most importantly, the retail shareholder.
I think that one of their highest expenses will obviously be acquisition for just their amazing engineers, everybody that they have on the team. And it's well worth it because you want to invest in your people, invest in the team if you want to go where you want to go.
I think the gold flywheel applies to just like you said, it applies to the business and the customers. I think it also applies to employees, like you said. You pay the best to get the best products, and when those products come out and they're obviously rewarded with attention, revenue, earnings, you can pay your employees even more so that they can come out with better products. And this is, again, just another flywheel of how each product gets adopted more and more. And when something doesn't work, I think Robinhood is so good at just
that pivot. They are great at pivoting, and it's always much better to jump out of a burning building than to slowly get burned alive. You just gotta on to the next, make it happen.
Yeah, this has been a great show. Make sure you guys subscribe. Follow Britty's Bliss on X.
And right back with Ed Monies on X as well. And on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. Leave some comments. Let us know what you'd like to see. And we'll be back with some more info.
Yeah, let us know if you guys enjoyed this show about the Golden Flywheel. We hope to get back to you guys ASAP.
Goodbye.